and welcome. I'm Tracy Pa with the Midday News. The dry spell has affected many areas of the country. The El Nino situation in the northern province is significantly affecting coastal areas like Tufi and Wanigela. Governor Gary Joffa said the province's long-term mitigation includes the development of a provincial disaster management center in Popondetta town. The governor for Northern Province has directed the use of the remaining 1 million kina in the disaster account to provide medical supplies and water. Areas along the coast like Tufi and Wanigela have been hit hardest with effects of El Nino. Long-term mitigation includes the development of a provincial disaster management center in Popondetta.
We've received some funding from the national government. The areas affected are our coastal areas. It's affecting the whole province, but especially our coastal areas. Tufi and Wanigela are the most affected areas. And we've already done a scoping mission. We've done some initial delivery of goods and services, but more needs to be done.
Joffa added that he had directed the administrator to draw down and raise it in Parliament about disaster preparedness in terms of how the country is going to manage El Nino. Joffa commended the treasurer who made an announcement that the government secured 300 million kina, which will be accessible by provincial governments to respond to El Nino.
For us, long term, we've allocated a portion of land in Popondetta town, and we've started building a provincial disaster management center, and we're hoping to get some assistance from the national government to do that as well. But yes, El Nino is very real. We can see it and feel it, and our people are very resilient, but they do need assistance, especially when it comes to medical and water and other basic goods. And we are attending to that. Our provincial disaster management unit is doing a good job. They're stretched at the moment, but they are making the effort. Yeah.
New Porgera has launched a legal scholarship to help shape PNG's next generation of commercial lawyers. Unveiled at UPNG School of Law yesterday, the program offers top students financial support and valuable industry experience. The best applicants will receive 10,000 kina each for their final year and gain internship opportunities with NPL. The scholarship is open to third-year law students, and applicants must submit their CV alongside an essay on a commercial law topic. Shortlisted applicants will undergo an interview by a judging panel comprising representatives from both NPL and the School of Law. The president of Kutubu local level government, John Pipikila, is appealing to the Southern Highlands provincial government and the local MP to assist communities affected by the recent violence on Wasami Island. Kila acknowledged Santos for responding to the event with immediate relief for displaced families.
Families on Kutubu's Wasami Island have been left displaced after a wave of violence destroyed homes and personal belongings. They are now struggling to recover. President of Kutubu local level government, John Pipikila, visited the affected families on Tuesday this week and donated 10,000 kina for relief supplies. Kila says Santos has stepped in with relief supplies while he is also committed to providing roofing iron so families can rebuild.
Min donated 10,000 kina lahap. Na dislakan and then okay mi batry long panim sambla money na mi talk finish lahap mi talk ose mamba miri lug long disla house in bagra blongen na mi batry panim kapa na flout na nil na didol sambi na ba mi try toto one ma governor na member na mi blamba helping mi cara na disla house bagra blongen mi talk lahap mi talk longen mi talk put him list on down, house kappa list on down. How much per house kappa I bagarab? House kunai. Saksak libi stab. No one lot Islam. You play it by making but house capacity gone down longan. And me talk or some put him list gone down. Na ba me replace him this house capa.
The unrest began about a fortnight ago following the sudden illness and death of Kutubu Special Purpose Authority Chairman Moses Mevayo. The Kutubu Special Purpose Authority Chairman Mevayo became ill after attending a funeral on Vasami Island. His death was then blamed on sorcery, which led to the conflict. He said Mevayo's people reportedly mobilized and caused a distraction on the Vasami Island people. He said families at K Point and Seraga were affected the most. They lost everything they owned. The violence also resulted in widespread displacement and millions of kina in reported property damage.
Big thank you through long Santos where work partnership one them Kutubu local government. Mega big hamas na trust one them display. Side construction of Himanga police station, police barracks, all digital and plenty Santos helping me, this that's all. Plenty heavy come up Kutubu and me Kutubu energy me writing letter come you na you helping me.
President Kila is now calling on the provincial leaders to urgently intervene. For now, displaced communities on Vasami Island are relying on relief support as they begin the difficult task of rebuilding their lives. Kila also confirmed that Governor for Southern Islands William Powi and member for Nipa Kutubu and Minister for Health Dr. Billy Joseph has committed to help assist the people. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The Festival of Legacy and Vision of the 30th anniversary of Divine Word University commenced Thursday at the SVD Auditorium. Guest speaker Prime Minister James Marpe graced the opening of the event. He committed continued government support and funding to the institution, stressing that agencies must apply discipline and an internal approach to human development in their curriculum. President Professor Father Philip Gibbs elaborated on the meaningful contribution by the alumni, saying DW's real success resonates from graduates finding the purpose and vision to carry forward legacies and the willingness to serve. The event concluded with the planting of trees, signifying a new chapter for the institution. The upgraded Gurney Airport in Alatau, Midday Province was opened this morning by the Prime Minister James Marpe. Gurney Airport has undergone about 27 months of extensive rehabilitation, valued at 76.8 million kina under the Civil Aviation Development Investment Project 2.
Prime Minister James Marpe arrived this morning in Alatau and was received by the Civil Aviation Minister Douglas Tumiriesa, National Airports Corporation Board Chairman Jacob Anga, and Milne Bay Governor Gordon Wesley. Marpe commended the National Airport Corporation for successfully executing the TVWAN and TVW programs, reflective in the opening of the Gurney Airport. Gurney Airport is now recognized as an international airport. The official opening marks the first major airport development successfully completed under TVW.
It was here in this precinct that we launched this airport construction, and here in Alatau that TVW was launched. So thank you very much, ADB. Thank you. And I really appreciate ADB. ADB has been consistently with us, even in some of our lowest moments when some development partners left us.
The ADB-funded TVW program is valued at $171.5 million and is being implemented by the National Airports Corporation with backing from the government of Papua New Guinea. The upgrade includes asphalt servicing of the runway, construction of a new Type B terminal building, installation of advanced airfield ground lighting systems, development of a new cargo storage facility, and others. The airport can now accommodate Airbus A220, Fokker 100, and Boeing 737 flights. The Prime primary objective of the airport upgrade is to achieve full operational certification in line with the International Civil Aviation Organization standards and recommended practices and the PNG Civil Aviation Rules Part 139, administered by the Civil Aviation Safety Authority of PNG. Chairman Anga, in his opening remarks, said the completion of the airport upgrade is expected to improve safety and reliability and support trade of agriculture commodities to sustain the local economy.
National Airports Corporation stands to support, reduce, and we will enable tourism in this province. I think because Bakama, Prime Minister, we already opening doors for the country of planting movement.
Ruth Rongola, TVWAN News.
More than 500 people from communities surrounding Don Bosco Technical School in Gabutu turned up for free medical consultations, dental checks, and health screenings. The program also raised awareness about personal health and wellness while connecting community members with healthcare professionals. 6 medical teams contributed their time, skills, and professional services to the outreach. They include St. Teresa Urban Clinic in Hola, Lamana Dental Clinic in Gardens, Youth with a Mission, and the Papua New Guinea University of Medicine and Health Sciences. The outreach formed part of the 3rd day of the school's 41st anniversary celebrations and reflected Don Bosco Technical School's commitment to supporting the health and well-being of the surrounding communities. In sports, Week 1 of the 2026 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup Elimination Finals takes place this Sunday, August 23, 2026, at the Santos National Football Stadium, Port Moresby. 2 high-stake elimination matches will decide who stays alive and who exit the competition.
The first game will be between East New Britain Egma Gurias and Croton Hella Wigman at 12:30 p.m. Statistically, both teams recorded 10 wins each. The Gurias also secured 2 draws, while the Wigman managed 1 draw, helping both sides to finish in the top 6 playoff standings. The last time they met was in round 8 when Gurias came from behind to clinch a remarkable victory, 35-24, at the Sejong Gai Stadium. However, heading into week 1 of the elimination finals, history won't account for anything. A loss takes you out of the equation, while a win advances you to the next round. Wigman, coming off a tough loss to minor premiers PRK Mandy Muruks last week, will see this loss as a wake-up call. They boast a good mixture of young talent complemented by big game experienced players in the likes of veteran halfback Solomon Pokare, Mekwin Warinu, Stanford John, and Fosa Manukame, Woods Kawage, Gilmore Paul, Ruben Yawas, Shadrick Wallow, and the like. Coach Andrew Andeki's decision to use key playmaker Solomon Pokare off the bench last week appeared to backfire, and he may be better served starting the veteran halfback in Sunday's clash. Gurias, after using mostly fringe players in last week's loss to Miox in Wabek, are expected to welcome back the big guns for Sunday's sudden death playoff against a formidable Wigman outfit. Coach Waterfall Puara Jr. decided to rest nearly half of his regulars, including Captain Terry Wapi, Muka Kalu, Mark Alunga, William Tirang, Emil and Chris Benjamin, Apron Hakim, Gregor Formet, and Gabriel Silic, who are expected to return for this weekend's crucial match. It's a big challenge for Coach Watofo to make sure he picks his best 17 that can match the energy, pace and intensity of the Wigman power play for the full 80 minutes. The Wigman Gurias showdown should set the tone for the second elimination between Moni Plus NCDC Port Moresby Vipers and Wamnga Montagan Eagles at 3 p.m. Eagles had a relatively easy run against an understrength PRK Gulf ISO side last week to secure their spot in the finals, led by former Hunters duo captain Jordan Pett and Sakias Komati, who got the Eagles on the front foot from the get-go and never looked back. They're up against a youthful Vipers outfit renowned for speed, skill and agility to mesmerize opponents and score points. Vipers captain Benjamin Boas seemed to have adapted well to his new leadership role in the team that is rubbing off on the young boys, including leading top try scorer Manasseh Watt, Jeremiah Ben, Joseph Cora, Tom and Peter, and Chris Kitu in the half, supported by veterans Roger Kenny, Pedro Gene, Sunny Lipu, and Dobby Michael at dummy half. Eagles also have the answers with a number of exciting talents: Nathaniel Appa, Cedric Cooley, Manu John, and Jason Daniel at fullback. This promises to be a thriller, fast, physical, and entertaining with plenty of fireworks. A bumper crowd is expected to pack the stands on Sunday. The 2 men's fixtures will be preceded ahead by round 7 of the women's competition, Santos Cup, between Moniplus and CDC Port Moresby Vipers and the East New Britain Egma Gurias. You can catch all the action live and exclusive on TV1 Sports, your official broadcaster of the 2026 Rugby League World Cup. Ruth Rongola, TV1 Sports.
And that ends our midday news. To join us at 6 tonight for the main bulletin. Bye for now.